How many of you have a hobby? For some of you, that hobby may be working out, riding a bike, going for a run, or taking a swim, or some indoor hobbies, such as building a model car or an airplane. Well, how many of you think an RC car can be a hobby? Or do you think it's just a toy for a kid to play with? Well, for some people, this is more than just a toy. This hobby is their job. Today I'd like to tell you about some basic facts on RC cars, the different type of RC cars there are for this hobby, and some of the events you may see RC cars in. Let's begin with some basic facts on RC cars. According to Few Facts About RC Cars article as found in OrlandoFloridaMagazine.com, RC or radio-controlled cars are small, self-powered versions of the different automobiles and trucks the RC hobbyist can drive. With their radio frequency link, the radio controller, and the receiver in the RC car, the hobbyist can go out there and have a good time driving it around. Well, these cars come in two different styles. They come in a ready-to-run package or a kit. And the ready-to-run package is just that. The car is complete and ready to go right outside the box. Generally, the items needed to just complete that package is going to be batteries for the controller and a battery for the car. This battery here is a lithium polymer or LiPo battery. And according to Understanding RC LiPo Batteries article as found in rchelicopterfun.com, these LiPo batteries are taking the RC world by storm. These have three things going for them. One is that they're lightweight. Two, they hold a lot of power. And three, they have a high discharge rate to be able to operate the most demanding engines. Other ready-to-run packages have a nitro-fueled engine. Basically, with that, you're going to have to run the engine a few times before you can drive it on the street, which is called breaking the engine in. Kits are a little bit more complex. They're for the more experienced RC hobbyist. They require a different variety of tools to be able to complete the package by putting the spare parts and pieces together to be able to make the car function. Well, now that you have some basic facts about RC cars, let me tell you about the different type of RC cars there are. According to A Few Facts About RC Cars article as found in OrlandoFloridaMagazine.com, the different variety of cars are cars, trucks, and rock crawlers. They also come as nitro-operated or electric-operated cars, and today we'll be talking about electric-operated ones, as well as they come in a different variety of sizes. The variety of RC car types is going to depend on what the hobbyist wants to do. Cars are just that, street cars, or race-type cars that belong on a track or a paved surface. Trucks can be operated on both dirt and off-road and paved surfaces. For some of the trucks could be monster truck style, which is oversized wheels and large shocks, or they could be a Baja style, such as a short course truck that had to be driven on packed dirt. According to A Few Facts About RC Cars article as found in OrlandoFloridaMagazine.com, electric cars are for the beginning hobbyist. Although a little bit cheaper, these cars are relatively easier to control and maintain. Like I said, with the ready-to-run package, once you add the battery, they're able to operate right outside the box. Turn it on, and there's nothing that you're going to do to put it together. For size on an RC car, it's going to also depend, just like the type, on the hobbyist of what they want to do. The cars come in scale sizes just like a model does. 1/5 being the largest type scale, to a 1/18, which is a smaller style scale. This here is a 1/16 scale. And the way it works is if you multiply this car 16 times within itself, it will equal the average size of what a real short course truck looks like. Well, now that you know the different type of RC cars there are, let me tell you about some of the events you may find RC cars in. Whether you're a seasoned hobbyist or driver, or the beginner hobbyist, there's plenty of events to expand your hobby as well as your knowledge about RC cars. According to RC Racing USA visits Monster Jam World Finals article as found in rcracingusa.net, the Ultimate Hobby Race Team attended the pit parties at the Monster Jam World event and showcased their driving skills as well as how tough RC monster trucks really are. Some hobbies can go to these events and watch different drivers showcase their skills. by jumping a 3 to 6 foot ramp or competing against other drivers. Some hobbyists attend these events to test out new products from the different vendors, such as Traxxas, which is this right here, HPI, or Team Associated. Other hobbies want to take their hobby to the competitive edge, compete against other persons, maybe for simple bragging rights or just a first place prize of a new set of tires. Or others want to go onto the big stage where that first place prize may be worth thousands of dollars. And according to Lon Bruce, Take Victory at the F Sierra RD5 article as found in redrc.net, Kissimmee, Florida held the Florida State Electric Auto Racing Series at the K Raceway events. Furthermore, in this article, this is the main event, or this event is what most hobbyists or drivers look for all year round. Depending on where you want to take this hobby, whether it's competing at a big event level or just driving it and having a good time freestyling, there's many events the hobbies can take their cars to and expand and quench their addiction to RC cars. Now that you know the different type of events you see RC cars in, let's cover what we talked about today. Today I've told you about some basic facts on RC cars, the different type of RC cars there are for the hobby, as well as the events you may see RC cars in. So let me ask you again, do you think RC cars are a hobby or just a toy for a kid to play with? Well, I hope you can agree with me that RC cars are a good hobby for adults to have. So if you're thinking about starting up a hobby soon, I hope you would start one up with an RC car or a truck. Thank you.